I'm so fast. Listen to how fast I am. I'm just so fast. You know, I'm so fast. I'm way faster than you. I'm faster than anyone. I'm just listen to how fast I can talk. I can talk this fast forever. I can go fast forever. I'm so fast. Let's just listen to how fast I am. Just listen to me talk fast forever. I'm just so fast. Listen to me talk fast. Listen how fast I am. I'll show you how fast I am.
I could easily do better than that. Speedrunning is the art of wasting your entire life playing a single game just so you can beat it a couple milliseconds faster than some other guy.
I've seen more embarrassing ways to waste your life.
Seriously though, speedrunning is one of the coolest aspects of video games as a whole. It's awesome seeing people use strategies you would never even think of to beat games in times you wouldn't think were possible. Speedrunning requires an insane amount of game knowledge and a lot of time and patience. The amount of work that goes into optimizing a game to get the fastest time is incredible, and watching a perfect run come together is immensely satisfying.
But now you're probably wondering, where did it all start? Who came up with the idea of going fast? Well, to answer that, we're gonna have to go back in time.
The first 13 editions of the ancient Olympic Games featured only one event, the Stadium Race, which was a sprinting event from one end of the stadium. Okay, I might have gone back too far. Let's fast forward a little bit. The first pre-arranged match of two self-powered road vehicles over a prescribed route occurred at 4:30 a.m. on August 30th, 1867. Alright, it was funny once. Dragster is a game that released in 1980 for the Atari 2600 and is often credited as being the first game to really have a speedrun. In 1982, some guy named Todd Rogers claimed to have gotten a time of 5.51 seconds, the fastest time ever recorded for the game. But he was a liar and a cheater and he faked his time, so never mind. However, Todd's actions would indirectly set in motion a future of an entire competitive scene in video games. Fast forwarding a little bit more to 1993 and we see the release of Doom. Doom would be where speedrunning really started to gain traction. At the time of its release, the internet was still in its infancy, and Doom was really the first big game released for PCs. So online forums and discussions were where competitive speedrunning got its start, with people just comparing their times with each other. But as time and technology progressed, speedrunning would become a much more structured and serious way to play video games.
So that's an abridged version of the history of speedrunning. Nowadays, though, people have taken it to the next level, pushing games to their absolute limits to find new ways to save time.
Speedrunning has evolved to the point where runners are constantly looking for new game-breaking tech to glitch and skip huge portions of games. And new things are found even years after a game is released. So much so that the fastest route through a game can change drastically in only a couple years. And these runs can be crazy fast too. The tricks runners use to save time can be insane! Getting out of bounds, abusing momentum, glitches, nothing is off limits.
So, why not take a look at some of the coolest and most interesting speedruns to see what separates the top players from the casuals? Best part is, most game genres have some sort of interesting speedrun game. Like RPGs. Man, this is enthralling.
Now, obviously, the most interesting speedruns are going to be from platformers. I mean, speedruns are all about movement, and platformers are all about movement, so there's gotta be some sort of correlation there, right? Super Mario Bros. Has been optimized to hell and back. I mean, I would expect nothing less from one of the best-selling games of all time, especially since it released almost 36 years ago. But seriously, the top runs of this game are within milliseconds of each other. It is absolutely insane how fast this game has gotten. Huh? If you asked me to describe to you what is happening right now, I would not be able to tell you. However, it is cool. Portal is already one of the sickest games ever, so watching whatever this is just adds on to that. This is just a perfect example of how much people can break a game to get a faster time, and why speedrunning in general is just so cool. Okay, this is just insulting. Getting Over It is one of those games that will make you rage a lot. The game is designed to be frustrating thanks to its weird controls and awkward level design, so to watch someone just effortlessly climb this mountain is simultaneously impressive and offensive.
Wait, climbing mountains?
One of the coolest parts about Celeste is that it has a lot of hidden tech that allows you to build up a crazy amount of speed. On top of that, the developers actively support and encourage speedrunning of the game, which is something that I think a lot more companies need to do, especially with speedrunning becoming more and more popular. But anyway, Celeste speedrun, it's pretty cool. It's also pretty easy to get a hang of, since the only thing you really need is a good handle on the controls to get started. This is a great game to get started with speedrunning. Wanna see something cool? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Man, this seems like a bitch to play. Since Minecraft's worlds are randomly generated, this is a game where getting fast time is heavily reliant on getting good luck. Which means that if you don't get good luck, you're gonna spend a long time trying to get a good run. It's cool to see the fast runs, but man, actually getting one must be the worst. And we'll round things out with Super Mario 64, the most speedrunning game in the world as of right now. And that's with good reason. Mario 64 is one of the most beloved games of all time. And it's super old! Which means it can be pretty buggy in some places. The main trick runners use is this thing called a backwards long jump where you make Mario do that, which allows for all sorts of clipping out of bounds and getting where you're not supposed to and not being in the right place at the right time. Of course, this isn't the only trick speedrunners use, it's just the main one people think of when Mario 64 speedrunning is brought up. Since Mario 64 is such a popular game in and of itself, of course the speedrunning scene for it was going to be pretty big too.
Alright, so that's just a small glimpse into the world of speedrunning. Actually, it's seen a huge surge in popularity in recent years, with more people watching speedruns and doing speedruns. And this is just scratching the surface of what there is to do in this little corner of gaming.
If you do a little bit of digging, you'll find that there's plenty of different ways to do speedruns. There's different categories to run under where you have to meet certain criteria to beat the game, tool-assisted speedruns, speedrun races, there's an event held every year, Awesome Games Done Quick, straight up dedicated to people speedrunning different games.
Honestly, it's one of my favorite parts of gaming. When you see a crazy speedrun of a game you like, there's honestly nothing else like it. It's sort of inspiring. So much so that I'm going to be attempting a speedrun of my own. I'm going to speedrun McDonald's. Apple Maps says the world record is 6 minutes. I could easily do better than that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna chalk this one up to bad luck.